You've totally found that class that you're in love with and you think, you know what? I think I want to teach this. You want some information on how to get there? Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Jamie with Badass Mama Gang, and today we're going to talk about how to become a group fitness instructor. I wish I would have had this video. I'm not even going to tell you how many years that I've been teaching. It's been a lot, but I would love to have had this resource that would provide me with some quick information on a couple of the common questions that you're going to have right out of the gate with wanting to become a group fitness instructor. The first thing I want to say is I think it's amazing that you want to do this. This is such a fun journey. It's so rewarding to be able to go work with an amazing group of people, watch their transformations, watch them grow strong. And so today I'm just going to go over a couple of the common questions, and there is also a blog post that just went up that's going to provide you a ton more of information beyond this video. I'll put the link down in the description and you can go check that out. All right, so our first question is, what do you need to be a fitness instructor, like a group fitness instructor? So the first thing that I want to do is kind of separate the two things between what is a personal trainer and what is a group fitness instructor. So personal trainers are going to teach either one-on-one or they're going to have small groups where they're not necessarily doing the exercise side by side with the person that's doing that with them. It's more watching their form, giving them some verbal instruction, and walking them through the workout. Versus if you come over into a group fitness type of class, these are usually found in your larger rooms in the gym. It's usually somebody that stands up front. They may be on a stage or they may be standing in front of a mirror, and they are doing the exercises with the entire class. It fits under so many categories, but some of the common ones that you'll see are like dance fitness, step class. Yes, it's coming back. I'm so excited that it's coming back. HIIT training, boot camp, spin class. Oh, that's a big one. I'm going to think about this and we're going to have this. But in that blog post, there is like a whole list of different things that you can think. Me personally, I teach dance fitness and I also teach a boot camp type class. We call it booty camp. All right. So what do you need to be a group fitness instructor? To be honest, the very first thing that you need is just the want to do this. It is the passion, the ability to get up in front of a group of people and lead them. Don't worry if you've never done this before. I never did this before. You will learn a skill set and you will learn it over a period of time. Your first class is going to be messy, and that's okay because your group of students are going to love you no matter what, and each class will get better and better. But just know the first thing that you need to be a group fitness instructor is really just wanting to do it. So where can you go to get your group fitness training? So the first thing that you've got to determine is what do you want to teach? Most commonly, it's a class that you've already been taking. It's a format of a class that you're like. So you may be one that likes dance fitness. You may like Zumba. You may like hip hop cardio or jazzercise, shine, refit. And those specific ones will have a training course for that. You may be one that you like boot camp. Boot camp, you can go and get very specific training, or you can go get a national certification, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. What I'm going to say is go find something that you absolutely love, because if you're going to spend the time and the money in learning how to lead a class in that format, you want to make sure that it is something that you like. I will be honest, I have done a training and I went through the training course, got the certification, paid the money for it, and got out and realized it was not for me. So learn from my mistakes, figure out what type of classes, what type of class formats that you like before you sign up for the training. Okay, so that's the hardest part in this step. The next part is you can head out to Google and there is a ton of different types of formats and trainings that you can pick for the type of class that you like. What I would tell you is go talk to some of the group fitness instructors in the facility that you're taking classes in. They will share their experience with the different types of trainings that they have. What they've heard is great. They are a great person to kind of bounce some ideas off and figure out what best meets. Trainings, they range all over the place in how much they cost and how long they take to get the training. But one piece that I want to remember that, or don't want to forget, I want to make sure that I put this in here, is that most trainings are going to have something that continues on after training. And it may be a requirement to keep the certification to continue to teach that class. So on that note, if you go and check out the group trainings webpage, you should be able to get the information on what is your initial cost, how long is the training going to be, is it in person or is it online, like through Zoom type of training or videos, and then you should have the ability to get information on what are the costs after the training is completed. And if not, I highly recommend sending that particular group training an email and asking that question. Is there a monthly fee? Is there an annual fee? Do I have to do continuing education? These are all very important things to know up front when you're making a decision, at least from a cost perspective of how long or how much it's going to cost you to get that training. So the next question that's common is, okay, so I'm going to go and get specific training on this class format, but do I need to have any type of large certification for teaching group fitness? The first thing I'm going to tell you is wherever location, or if you have a gym that you're already at, or a small boutique or a fitness facility that you're thinking that you want to teach, go talk to them. Go ask them what the requirements are for their group fitness instructors, and they're going to let you know if you need to take a nationally recognized certification or if there's a certain type of training that they require. If you're not currently in a gym or a facility and you still want to find that information, a great place to go check is actually the job board where they list. So if you go out on Indeed or Monster, or really just Google it, YMCA, you can go and look and see exactly what the requirements are for a group fitness instructor. So a lot of places are going to require you to have CPR. And you need to ask them if you need to have in-person CPR or if you can have an online certification. And then they're also going to ask you to have a national recognized group fitness certification. The most common ones that you see with that are AFAA, or ACE. And what this does, and I'm going to say I highly recommend that you actually look at a nationally recognized group fitness instructor, and we'll kind of go over that here in just a second. What this is going to do is provide you a very large umbrella of what group fitness is. But it's beyond that because it provides you with safety, and that is the biggest thing. When you're in that room and you're leading that group, you want to make sure that you're performing exercises that are safe in both technique and for the person that's in the room. So you need, it provides you with information about the population, right? What is the age group that you have in there? Do you have anybody that maybe is pregnant? Is there a certain move that they should or should not do? So that group fitness national certification is going to provide you with more safety tips and more information than you're going to get from a specific training class on a format. For me personally, I decided to go with AFA because they have an online study guide. It's broken down into pieces. You can take your own speed, and then after that you go and sit for an exam. For me, I did go to the University of Louisville that's here. It was a testing center. You walked in and you took a multiple choice, and at the end you find out if you passed, and if you didn't, you just retake it. But what it does is it does provide a ton of information on how to provide a very safe class beyond what you're going to get in your training that's specific to your format. So how long does it take to actually become a group fitness instructor? So it's really going to depend on the format that you pick. Training usually, or on average, is anywhere from a weekend to a couple days to maybe it could be a week, depending on what format that you pick. When you get out of that training, you're not going to be like, whoa, superstar, I've got this training and I'm going to be able to do this just right out the gate perfect. It is going to take some time and some practice to be able to, number one, put a class together from beginning to end, to memorize everything that you want to make sure that you include in that, and to review your safety tips. What I'm going to tell you, the biggest recommendation that I can give is to buddy up with somebody that's already teaching that format. And if you don't have anybody at your gym or at your fitness facility that's teaching that format, there are communities on Facebook that you can sign up for group fitness instructors that you could pair up with with somebody that's already teaching that format. And I always say, if there's anything that we love talking about, is talking about stuff that we do. And group fitness instructors, we love talking about our format. So if you have any questions, please reach out, because you get tons of information that you can get. Okay, so how do you find a job? So the best thing that you can do is, if you're already at a fitness facility, go talk to the the group fitness director and say, hey, I am interested in becoming a group fitness instructor and I would like to do this format. First off, it lets them know that you're interested. A lot of facilities may help you find a training or have discounts on the training, or may even help pay for the training. But beyond that, it puts you on their radar and they can help you get ready and prepared and then have a job to go in and teaching a class. The next thing is that you can go to job boards. Go directly to their websites if it's big box gyms like the YMCA. They list all of their jobs that are available. And so each group fitness instructor, whether it's spin or swim or dance or whatever format, they'll list those as separate different job, just like if you're going and applying for any job. Group fitness is the same way. Great thing is that it's going to have the minimum requirements on there so you know exactly what you need. I do always say when you're applying for a job online like this, you're going to want to write a resume that's very specific to your training that you've had in group fitness. So a lot of us, group fitness is part-time. I'm not going to submit my resume for what I do during the day, because when that director gets it, they're going to go, great, they know how to do X, but what do they need to do as a group fitness? So it may be a short resume, it doesn't matter, but you want to provide them with the information of the training that you received, whether you have gotten a national certified, certification in group fitness, which trainings that you have gone, and what class formats that you know how to teach, and make sure you let them know that you have your basic life support. So the most important question, I left it here at the end so you'd stick with me, is how much do you get paid? It is going to range all over the place. I have taught classes where I have gotten paid $8. I have taught classes where it's paid all the way up to $25. I've led classes where I've put everything together and you get all of the money that comes in. So it's truly going to vary. If you go out and look at the national registries of what the average pay is for a group fitness instructor, they're going to tell you that it's roughly $20 a class or $20 an hour. Just remember that's not a staple, and it really depends on the format that you're teaching. This is also another really good opportunity to reach out to the facility that you're thinking about teaching and ask the question, what does an instructor typically get paid per class? And this is also a question that you could ask out on the group chat boards, just what is your average pay per class? And you can get that information and determine if this is something that you want to do. You do need to remember there are some hidden costs when it comes to being a group fitness instructor, like the purchase of music. You're going to need some sort of device usually to play music, whether it's your phone or an something, or I don't know what else plays music these days. I was going to say iPod. Okay, anyways, I digress. You're also going to have probably, let's see, what else? Music, clothing. Of course, I'm a legging junkie, so it really doesn't matter if if I'm teaching class or not, I'm going to buy leggings. But that is also a cost that's in there. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Just know there is a ton of information out on that blog post. What I did is went out and found a lot of the common training courses that you can take in a couple of the different categories with the website. So you can go straight to it, take a look at it, and see what you like. This is just a starting. This list is not complete. I would love to add stuff to it. So if you go out and check that blog and you're like, hey, what I'm interested in is not on the list, please let me know, because I'd like to update it. Otherwise, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and have an awesome day. If there is a certain type of training that you would like to get more information about, please let me know. If I have not been trained in it, I will go find somebody who has and do an interview and put it right out here on YouTube. All right, guys, go be awesome. Have a great day.